Hi everyone. Today we have a very special guest with us. Her name is Swathi. Hi Swathi.
Hi Ashmita and hi everyone who is listening to this show. I'm really excited to be here.
And I'm really excited to have you. I'm grateful to have you today. And Swathi is an angel medium. She's a light teacher. She teaches about angel healing and many different modalities and ways of energy healing as well. She's also a singer of she channels the angelic frequencies through her voice, through singing in such a beautiful way. And she's also planning her stationery and her art in different forms, which I'm really very excited about. And I'm super glad to have you here today, Swati. And thank you for being here and sharing your light with us today.
Thank you for inviting me, and yes, those are my future plans to offer some very special things coming up, and I'll reveal it like little later. But I'm just in preparation phase right now.
Super. Those who want to follow you on Instagram, we will link her Instagram ID below so that you all can see all the exciting things that she's coming up with. But before all of that, Swati, you've been a part of many of my programs, and one of them being the Bluray Program, in which
Yes.
we initiated so many things and learned so much with respect to energy healing and mastering our own energies and opening up our psychic gifts. And it has been a long journey. Uh,
Yes, absolutely.
yeah, it has been a long training journey for all of us. We've all learned a lot through this way. What are some of
Blu-ray,
the, yeah,
yeah.
go ahead.
Like Blu-ray was a savior for me, literally, because before Blu-ray and after Blu-ray, I can clearly differentiate how my life has gone. Before beginning the Blu-ray level one or level one, let's talk just about level one right now. Before that, I was focusing on mindset. I did lot of mindset work, and it brought me to one point. But after that, as you told me, that energetics needs to be taken care of. From there, a whole new level of awareness journey started for me, and my connection with God became more stronger. So many gifts opened up for me. So many difficult transition phases were there for me, and you were there to help me. And of course, our Blu-ray team members were there. I learned so much. Like if you remember, I came to you when I was in right at the middle of this trauma in my life, when everything was like going very downhill, and from there our journey started, like from Blu-ray, and I'm really grateful for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I remember whenever I would meet you, I would get this bout of love. Like there is this well of love that is just open, and I'm just feeling so much love. And I literally have no idea why am I feeling this love. And it was something which was very beautiful for me to feel it without any attachment of sorts. And I felt that your guides and angels, they were really protecting you and taking care of you, and they really had a direction for you which they wanted you to step in. and
Yes.
um, and you did. And you did.
Yeah.
Tell us about, um, you spoke about before and after. So tell us a little bit
Hmm.
about what else were you struggling before Blu-ray? What else were you struggling with?
Okay. So before Blu-ray, uh, the most important thing that I was like really struggling was family disharmony, financial abundance, and lot of self-esteem and self-confidence issues. Now I had been working on it since a long time, like 2 years. My conscious journey started from 2019, and I was working so hard to change my mindset for whatever I can do. and it was working for me till a point. And then afterwards, of course, Blu-ray happened. So these three things were really main for me. And after Blu-ray, I cannot tell you how much situations are better at home, how much awareness it has come that I am in the victim mindset and I should come out of it. I never knew there is such victim mindset like things that are existing. And of course, family harmony did happen. Still, there are some challenges, but what's the difference is I am now much aware. I am now much in like I allow God's help to come in. So yeah, those are the major things for me. And of course, financial abundance. I'm earning much more than before. Yeah.
Yes, just this when we started this call, you were telling me about your recent abundance flow, which is
Yes.
so amazing. And this is when you're stepping in um, as a teacher for the angelic healing. So tell us a little bit about how did that come about and how did you began to really integrate this that yes, I'm a teacher and I'm here to teach about angel healing and I'm here to um, sort of support the light workers in knowing that um, they can use this modality for the highest good of all.
Yeah. So I'll tell you a little backstory. So when I didn't knew anything about spirituality or anything, I was first introduced to angels by my dad. He was a Reiki practitioner, and he used to. We were very small, I and my brother, and he used to tell us one or two times that I connected with Archangel Michael, I connected with Archangel Gabriel, and we used to think, oh, dad is just joking. Angels doesn't exist. ये क्या बोल रहे हैं? It's like that. So, but when I grew up and my own journey started with angels guided meditation, I didn't start with chanting or anything. It was like angels guided meditation attracted me. From there onwards, step by step, it was like angels guiding me always. And of course, God, I had strong faith in God, and angels are messengers of God only. So it's like side by side. I had a team, God for me here, and angels for me here. They were all guiding me. And I like this, the page that I'm running is also the title, everything came in from Angel's idea, previous title and everything. And that happened. And it's like the whole journey, I can see angels supporting me and through various ways, like helping me, God and angels helping me to meet the right mentors. Like I met you and some few other good mentors, and I joined various things. And do you remember? I also told you, see, Blu-ray, I have to join, but I'm concerned about finances. Then I just told Archangel Michael that you have to arrange the finances. I don't know. You are giving me signs, you arrange the finances. And that happened. And I joined the Blu-ray. So that happened. Teaching, I was always passionate. So it was like my dream was to be a lecturer, but it didn't happen because I chose this field, and I begin my journey with workshops and tarot. And now when I have reached at this level, angels only through you, because I took a channeled healing session from you. There also it came in that my purpose is to be a teacher, and I was very happy when I listened to it, because I thought, okay, healing is all good, but teaching is my passion. I thought somewhere it's just becoming lesser and lesser, and I'm concentrating more on healing, and that's not a bad thing. Like, I enjoyed it, but teaching is still my passion, right? So from that session I realized that yes, I need to be back in my passion. And yes, of course, I connected with angels and they gave me all the proper steps. You can do this and that thing, all the social media steps as well. Post this, post that. And then yeah, the main reason for starting this angels healing course is because I want people to understand that they have their support team. It's not that connecting with angels, then what about the God? Because they are messengers of God, they are not separate. They have this team, everybody has their own team of angels, and when they connect with them, they will receive so much more. They will know how to walk on their dharma, they will know what resources are available, they will guide them. And I want people to be empowered, and that's why this is the main reason for me to start this Angels Level 1 course.
I love that. Anyone who wants to check out that course, Swathi is offering it. So go check out her Instagram for that. And yeah, I remember, Swathi, that we went on a journey also once where we saw you being a teacher in your past lifetime.
Yeah.
And I feel the angels wanted you to step into your highest destiny this time. So they did not let you go the conventional teaching path. You're
Yes.
definitely still teaching. It's a part of your gift, but now you're teaching the light work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's amazing. And the channel healing session you were talking about was also a part of the
Bluray.
Bluray session. Yes, Bluray initiation and training. So if you were to tell me like three things your key takeaways from the whole Bluray journey, what would those be? Like three important things you learned as you were mentored to step in to a space of being the light leader.
Okay. First thing always is that I'm supported. I always thought I have to do so much, so many obstacles. Even in obstacles, I'm always supported. I was always supported before also. That came into my, came in front of me that you are never alone. First thing. Second is consciousness and awareness. If I have consciousness and awareness, then I'll know where to stop, where not to pick up the battles, and where to pick the battles and fight. If that is not there, then I am just going in loops. I think that's the major thing that I feel, consciousness and awareness that increased after Bluray. Like I came to know so many things that I don't have to do it. I don't have to choose the hard way. And even if there are obstacles, I can clear it. That, and of course the connection with God increased, I told you, right? I learned so many healings, like my gifts opened up ancestral healing and like entity clearing. Of course now it's teaching time, but my gifts opened up.
Light
And
singing.
yeah, light singing. That too, I was so scared. But yes, those fears went away. Like I'm still clearing those fears. But what is the difference is that now I have awareness. Now I know I'm fully supported and I can clear my fears. Empowerment, basically. Empowered. That even if tomorrow I don't have a mentor, because I started without mentor, my God and angels were the only mentors for me. If tomorrow there is no one to tell me what to do, I know God is there to tell me. That connection, I think that is the gift for me, the most precious gift.
Wow, that is so amazing. And that has always been the cornerstone of everything, right? Empowerment. And I have wanted to be in this space of empowerment. So it's like a great validation for me also that you feel empowered and you feel, that you have God on your side. And that is big because that's a faith activation in such an amazing way. And
Yes.
I love it. I love it because it's like when you have God divine by your side. And when I would say, if you knew who's walking beside you, you would never fear. If you just know
Yes.
who's walking beside you, and that is God divine in whatever form it may be, and that's that frequency that is with us, guiding us. And I remember through the entire program, there were so many times where we really had like divine interventions where we really saw the signs of how the angels, the guides were guiding us in the aligned
Yeah.
direction. Even when things were great, going amazing, and even when we went through a lot of darkness as well, there was light and we still were shining because it felt to me that God is really guiding us through it. Whether
Yes.
it's all up at love and light or it's all shadows, his presence was always there.
Yeah.
And we learned through some very easy and also through hard lessons, and that was what was beautiful about it. Like we learned through light and darkness. What
Dark.
do you feel about that?
The journey was not easy. The journey had its own obstacles, and there were a lot of times like this. I really want to tell everybody that walking on the path of dharma doesn't mean that obstacles would be not there. There would be obstacles, there would be situations where you fall back on the patterns and you fall, but you will bounce back because God is there with you, all of us. And there is no shortcut. There is no shortcut where we are like only happiness, only joy, like kind of things. No. But I think those obstacles are really important. And I remember when you told me that that storm in your life is very important, you will know why. Because I now know why it was important. Because that time I saw this power of my soul when all the like that incident shook me to the core that happened with me. And it was like first time, second time I could hear my soul like literally shouting at me and telling me, no, you will not do it. No matter who tells you, no matter your family, everybody is against you. Doesn't matter. I tell you that this is not going to happen, and that didn't happen. I was shocked to hear that loud voice. It was like really. And the first time it came in, that soul's voice was when I had to choose between government job and doing this, what I'm doing right now. It was like, no, this is not for you. Even when I knew nothing about how it's going to be in future, it was like my soul's voice. I could hear clearly that if you choose that path, you're going to be trapped. I knew that. Like, government job is not for me. I just had a very clear, big resistance for it, and I could clearly hear, this is not your path. That's it.
Amazing. And you know how things are also sometimes planned for us to distract us from our path of dharma.
Hmm. Yeah.
And so that is when things come up almost as a um, maybe like a initiation, I would say, if not a test, but it's more like an initiation. When we go through something, a big confusion in life, we start doubting. And
Yeah.
that is when we are given a choice that do you want to believe and have faith, or do you want to continue doubting and go against your soul's calling?
Hmm.
So that choice is always given to us. And the more we choose faith, the more that continues to develop.
Yeah.
And I feel that the entire Bluray journey was also about that. It's about us learning to have extreme amount of faith, and I feel that's the true initiation of a light worker or a light warrior. You can't be a light warrior. You can't show the light to someone if you are doubtful that it exists within you. What do
That's
you
true.
feel about that?
That's true. Like, it's not that light exists within us or not. That's not a point of doubt. I feel it exists, but we don't realize it till certain times. And I feel that's why even obstacles helps us to see how strong we are. Of course, nobody loves obstacles and nobody wants to attract it, but there are some learning paths that we need to go through. And yeah, that's what like I also learned from Sai Baba. I consider him my father, my mentor, and he has always, like I always see these words of him always flashing in front of me that let the obstacles come and say that my Sai is with me there. Like let that come and we will handle it together like that.
I love that. Let it come. My Sai is with me as I
Yes.
am. That's so beautiful. And of course, we're not talking about, inviting anything, but this is a part where this is a journey where a lot of our karmas clear up. So,
Yes.
as a part of karmas clearing up, you are faced with options, you are faced with choices. What would you choose? Faith or
Yes.
fear? Faith or fear? Faith or fear? That's how divine prepares you. Okay, faith, faith, faith. Now you're ready. Now you're ready. Now you're ready. And
Yeah.
then they start increasing your level of people, like level of service.
Hmm.
Say I'm serving at a level, right, where you started from the mindset level. So then you,
Yes.
um, or let's say the government job. That's when you started to first um, have faith and choose something that you were more aligned to. So
Hmm.
mind says, yes, you're now ready for something more. Then you said yes to mindset and meditations, and divine says, yes. And that's where your faith was also tested, mindset, or
Of
maybe
course.
something else, or this or that. And, and then when you started angel healing, divine says, yes. Are you really in this? Are you really in it? And then you said, yes, I am in it. And then the divine said, okay, now there is another level of service that's open for you. So,
True.
so I feel that we are appointed by the divine force, the councils of light who are wanting us to ascend on this planet and grow. And as we are appointed by them, and we continue showing faith in them, they continue increasing our levels of service. And is that something that you saw through your journey in Bluray? Were you able to see how your levels of service increased?
Yes, of course. As I told you, in Blu-ray, before Blu-ray, I was offering services and it worked well. And after Blu-ray, it was like I learned whole new level of healings, be it karmic clearing, ancestral healing, or channeled activations. Those things I learned, and it's not like everybody is going to master it. Everybody mastered it, their specific gifts. It was like that, and yeah, along the journey, definitely my healings were the number of healings that I learned increased, gifts opened up. And the most important thing, of course, all gifts are very important, but the most important thing I found was karmic clearing. Because after karmic clearing, no more in the victim mindset I could be. It was like, of course, I could be in victim mindset, but it's my choice to be there or to not be there. And that was a very major turning point for me, karmic clearing. What happened was, I thought once that my relationship with my father would never improve. It would be always like that. Maybe I am not meant to have peace with him. It would be always like that. But it was not. After karmic clearing, I saw significant differences. Not only in him, but also my awareness too. It was like I could see that beyond my father, he's a human being. He has his own journey. I could clear my anger towards him. I could forgive him, which was not possible before. Not possible. No matter how many mindset things I am going to do, it was not happening. It was like I was just getting triggered. And yeah, after karmic clearing, it was once again my responsibility to not repeat my own reactions as well. Like, you have to respond. Like, that awareness came in after karmic clearing. And that is one of the major thing I'm really grateful for. That happened, that you did in the Blu-ray karmic clearing.
Yeah,
It's like very precious.
I love that. And it has been such a journey, and how the divine teaches us through so many different stages, right? First, um, we're just wanting that support, and then we're ready and empowered enough to know what is really happening. And karmic clearing is really about that. It's really about seeing the truth of the situation beyond
Yes.
the 3D version of it, beyond what we see, like, okay, we're fighting, this is happening, and all of this person saying this. But what's the higher perspective of that conflict? What is really happening? What are these souls really, where are they really interacting, and what are they really teaching each other by playing that role?
Yes. That was a very important learning for me. It was why it's so different from other types of healings is because karmic clearing is like done only once, first of all, and second of all, then that becomes your responsibility. You have to now take care of your own life. You can't blame someone that, hey, because of you I'm not happy. That was a very big realization for me, and when it happened, I somewhere learned to take happiness as my responsibility. It's not my dad's or family's responsibility to keep me happy. It is just my responsibility. Even this was very, very big realization for me because it was painful. It was very painful when it was happening. I was falling back, coming up. Like it was a hell journey, but the end result is very good because I now know that I don't have to take things personally. He's beyond, like, he's a human being having his own journey. And of course, it's not like the healer is going to heal the blocks and things are over. No, now you have to uh, live your life in a very different way. And of course, choice is yours. You can repeat the mistakes as well. But then nothing will shift. That's what. There is more on how we live our life in a new way. That I loved. That's what I have to say about karmic clearing.
Yeah, I love that this is such a real sharing, we want to say all the rosy things, but this is what it is. To overcome your karmic patterns and cycles, a new level of awareness is needed. And I feel this is something that you also now teach and offer it to others, karmic clearing,
Yeah.
helping them see the higher perspective in their relationships, helping them understand what is really happening, between the two, and what are we learning from each other. And I've seen that the faster we learn, the faster we transcend that entire pattern. Our frequency rises and we are no longer in that struggle. So lifetimes worth of suffering clears up, and that is why you see yourself going on a roller coaster, but then you come and then you get to a space of peace like never before, and that's a big transformation.
Yeah. That's absolutely true. And I'm very grateful for all the support that you gave me throughout that journey. I think that was the most difficult part that I faced in this journey.
Of course, appointed by the angels, I'm there. Right. So amazing. Also, tell us a little bit about your gift of ancestral clearing. How did that open up, and what did you experience through that? Or
Okay.
what or what kind of support were you able to provide others through that?
So, when Ancestors Healing, of course, we all were discussing what are the gifts of everybody in our Bluray program. And you said that, you have Ancestral Healing gift. And I had no clue about what is that and how to do it. And you said that, just wait and it would come to you, like channel. So, when it happened, uh, when the information came in how to do it and everything, when you did it for me, it helped me to again see so many patterns in my family, which I was not aware before. The patterns of my family, and what I am carrying from that, the entire family lineage, like lack, patterns of lack, or like getting into victimhood mindset. That was very prominent. But not just that, but the gifts that my ancestors gave me. That is teaching. Teaching is, everybody is a teacher, almost everybody in my family. And the craft, the gift, my grandmothers are very expert at jewelry making. They could make amazing jewelries at that time. She was expert. One grandmom is expert in cooking. So it's like not only the traumas, but I also realized that a lot of gifts were there and that activated in me. And when I offered this service to my clients, they were able to come out of their family patterns that were stopping them from growing. So, majorly, what I see in ancestors healing is that we definitely need to understand that we need to honor our ancestors because they are passing gifts to us, and they are also waiting for us to step up and clear the patterns that they also had and they passed on to us. It's not passed on, but it was just, they were just waiting, somebody please clear that. And it really helps in like if we are facing blocks in our career or getting on into loops, like loops of patterns, like anxiety. In some cases, for some of my clients, it was the pattern in their family uh, to like overgive and not sacrifice a lot, and not keep things to themselves, like not enjoy the things that God has gifted them. After the ancestors feeling, that shifted a lot for them. Consciousness came in. For some of them, it was like the anger that they had towards their family members who passed on, that you were responsible for my bad environment, whatever it was, that just went away. A lot of forgiveness came in, and that client got lots of abundance for herself. Like that block cleared, and she got so much of abundance. Not only financial abundance, but she got connected to her Kul Devi, family deity, and like that was very special moment for her. And when I see it, it's like it. I feel that this is a part of my dharma, that I help people to really connect with their ancestors so that they can come out of that traumas that they are carrying. And a lot of people don't even know what they are carrying, and those are not even theirs to carry. Basically, and to also activate their gifts.
I love that. Wow. Those are some big, big shifts that you created or were created through you after,
Yes,
after
God
this,
created.
or created through you after this initiation and opening up of your ancestral gifts, and also the your dharma of serving a lot of people through this work. And I remember meeting you and telling you that, hey, Swati, I feel you can really clear this for people. And I'm like, but how? But
Yeah.
how? And most of you asked me, and when I'm telling them, they're like, but how? But how do we do this? And I'm just like, you'll know how to do this. It's just a matter of us remembering that this is what we are here to do, and the moment we remember is and it's integrated is when we start seeing that, oh, this is real, like it's actually happening.
Yeah.
And and
Like
so
ancestors healing is like, I find it very fascinating and magical, because those are live sessions. And when we talk to to that client's ancestor, and the ancestors tell us the stories, what happened with them, and the same thing, the clients also could experience the stories. I find it so magical, because the ancestors reveal some difficult moments that contributed to starting this toxic pattern. Maybe pattern of lack, how it started, we don't know. Several generations back, what happened because of which this pattern has started, and now to clear it, and now to not repeat it consciously. It's not just that ancestors healing done to sab kuch acha ho gaya. It's like after that you also have the responsibility. Of course that is done, ancestors healing is done, energetically everything is cleared, you're good to go. But after that, again you have to take responsibility of your life, and not, if you always had that lack thing in your mind, now you have this responsibility to shift that mindset, and now it becomes easier for you to shift that mindset. That's what I feel.
absolutely, it's like there's an energy line coming from here and from here, from our dad's side and our mother's side. And when you do ancestral clearing, you clear the energy line. So whatever is flowing to you is now clean. And
Yeah.
now you have the choice to create something new without any baggage from the past.
Yes. A
Yeah.
new life.
Life. So now you make choices which are different. And also, I feel what happens is this is how we free our ancestors.
True.
This is how we were told that as we awaken and become conscious, we will free our ancestors, and our ancestors have been waiting for someone like us to be
Yeah.
conscious and to do this work. And when someone like this steps in, mm, they really celebrate up there and really have a lot of
Yes.
blast. They're like, we're free now. They can just, enjoy this freedom. We give them that freedom by choosing a healing like this. And it's great work, Swati, that you're doing. You have
Thank you.
the, you have the, what do we call? You're bearing this light, and you have the light torch, I would say,
Yeah.
for this, and you're the path shower for so many of people who are looking for a healing, um,
Hmm.
which related to their ancestors who are stuck in this pattern, because of what's been passed down to them, which also because of them choosing to be a part of this lineage and wanting to free it.
Yes,
So a
that's
lot
true.
of young as well as, yeah, I would say that a lot of young souls, the new souls, would be more willing to do this work because they'll be less identified with these patterns.
Mhm.
So I'm so looking forward to the kind of shift that you will create in this world through you and through your service and your level of service. It's going to be immense and beautiful, and I feel the angels have been preparing you for that. They have been,
Yeah, true.
and you are doing it, and you are holding the torch for so many others, and that is such a big, I would say, such a big thing to do. Or it requires a lot of courage, conviction, dedication, commitment to this path, to really, stand in your integrity, stand strong, and show the light to so many others. So I honor you deeply for doing this work for all of us on this planet.
Thank you so much. And it's like, it's my honor that, God and angelic beings are doing this through me. It's always them doing, and I'm channeling. It would be always them.
Absolutely. And you're choosing to be the medium.
Yes.
This is something that I can really honor you for, and I can really say that that is a choice that you're making, and
Mhm.
thank you for making that choice.
Yes. It's like, one thing that I really understood is that, I also had one major thing, that I had astrology, like fears, very hard beliefs that was implanted in me through astrology. It's not that astrology is bad, no. The tool is very good if we use it for empowerment. But what happened is, from very young age, because one of my relatives was an astrologer, they used to, out of curiosity, we all used to gather and used to like ask her what will happen, and everything about career. And depends upon that astrologer also, like how much they are conscious and how they deliver the things, even if those are hard things to say. What happened was, I remember clearly, she told me, your talents would be always like Kueka Menda. Nobody would know about your talents. You will be very talented, but nobody would know that. And also, you would, you know, you would never be able to start a business. Business is just not in your horoscope. She told me at a very young age. Now that did for me was created such a big belief, because in my family astrology is very like hardcore astrology fans, and they believe everything. And I used to think that astrology is rock solid. It could predictions can't be changed. How it could be changed? But only after coming like in this journey, I understood, no, according to karmas, even prediction changes. It could be very auspicious planets giving you blessings, but if you do bad karmas, then they are going to shift their blessings, and there will be coming lot of challenges for you because the results of your karmas. Same thing. If you walk on the path of dharma, then even your astrological basic blueprint changes, and then you are under god, not under astrology. Even Sai Baba says, you are like my child, so either you believe in me or you believe in astrology, like that.
Wow, that gave me goosebumps just listening to that. And today, your talents are being recognized. And
Yes.
today, you have a business and you're starting another one. You're going to have multiple businesses, and
Yes.
everyone is recognizing the shifts that you're creating through your business, through your work. And yeah, I definitely honor you and your work. And you've just changed it. You've changed it completely, reversed it, or like released it and undone it. And this is the path of dharma, that your astrology, like you said, uh, is just the basic destiny plan and not the highest destiny plan.
Yeah. I remember you telling me, and I said, no. क्या पता नहीं कैसे होगा, कैसे change होगा. I don't know. Because it was that deep inside me, because at very young age they told me like that. And if at such young age, if people are telling that, then it really might backfire if that person is not really that, strong at that point of time. Then it might really, like this what happened with me. I for a longest time believed that, oh, I couldn't be successful, my talents would never come out. But yes, not only I would say in spiritual side, but also I learned guitar and I performed at stage and people recognized me. And yeah, that also happened.
Yeah, appreciation all the way, and that is what you deserve. And um, yeah, I feel that it could be something that is, that was in your birth chart to show you a contrast, and that is how you
Yes.
would make a choice to your highest destiny and say no, this
Hmm.
is not me. So you learned your lesson with respect to what your soul chose.
Yeah.
Your soul might have chosen that my talents will not be recognized, and that's how I will learn to believe in myself more and appreciate my talents. And when I step into that self belief and I show up, like when I play the guitar, or when I show up for my purpose, I will be recognized, and I would transcend this. So the
Yes.
game you chose to play, and you played it, and you're winning at it. And that's what astrology is. It shows you, it's not a, a lot of times people say things like this will happen, this will,
Hmm.
which is, even as not even as a child, but even now, it can create a block in the mind, because it's a very strong statement going in the mind,
Yes.
creating fear. It's like a fear program. And
If it's good, if it is good, like you will be successful in your career, then that's okay. But if it is like kuwe ka mindak, then it's like really going to be a very bad effect on everybody. And then, of course, after this, I also learned the higher perspective of astrology. It's like it was never meant to, that was the last astrology as a tool was ancient times. It was the last thing they used astrology for predictions. It was always astrology used for self-realization purpose. To understand what is the path of dharma, how can you go into it? It was always that. But it's now being done as only predictions.
amen to that. It is a tool for self realization. It is not a tool where you come in and say, this will happen and this will not happen, and you will do this and you will not do this. Good or bad. Of course, the negative creates the fear programming. The good is also dependent on, let's say, your karmas, your choices. It's a
Hmm.
part which is already there. It's a basic part of your destiny plan. Uh,
Yes.
However, it is for you to accept it, and like you said, it is to bring in deeper realizations. But
Hmm.
like you said, astrology was a tool for you to raise your consciousness and awareness, and very less people are using it that way. And my intention is for more conscious
Yeah.
astrologers to rise and show us the way. And maybe one we'll find someone watching this who will say like,
Yes.
yes, I'm to see, to understand karma and transcend it, and help and support people transcend it and move on to the path of dharma.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is beautiful and amazing, and I loved what you spoke today about everything. the last thing
Mhm.
that I want to ask you
Yeah.
is to tell us a little bit about how you felt when your light singing opened up. Because no matter what you say,
Hmm.
I'm really excited about that one.
Okay. So as
You're
I
you're
told you,
still you're still
yeah.
coming you're still coming up to it. I know and I
Hmm.
recognize that.
Yeah.
But people who are watching this like 6 months later or so, please go and check her profile now and see the difference.
So I
Yeah,
would
go ahead.
say that when you told me that I'm meant to do light singing, I was terrified. This is the first thing I would say because I was like, no, no way I'm showing my face and singing that angel frequency. What would people say? And what if they start making fun of me? Because that was my fear. And not only for this, but for like showing up on videos, it was my fear that what would people say, and they would make fun of me, and they would like start the comments like, no, this is not working. How can you say that this channel one would help you and this and that? But you told me that no, you have that gift and you should try that. You should definitely do it. And then I connected with angels, and they gave me an idea that let's just start with a simple one, like simple video where there will be nature shots and there will be you walking. And I told you that there is no one to for even video shooting videos, proper videos for me. And then it was like all arranged for me. I went on a trip with my friend to some beautiful places, gardens, and there we got those shots, like nature shots and everything. My video, and then I sat and channeled the angel frequency, and the video came in, and I was happy that okay, finally, just one, like at least I started, and I felt good. And you also told me that you felt very happy after listening to that frequency. And a lot of people told me that it was so soothing to hear your voice. And I felt really good after listening to that video. So, yeah, I'm getting started now.
And I love this because it is a part of your creative potential, and it's also a way through which the angels are speaking through you and delivering a lot of frequencies, newer frequencies on planet Earth through you. So with this, you channeling this, you're also going to open doors for many other light workers to come in and believe in themselves.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's my intention. That people that you start believing in it, and
Yes.
people who are also wanting to channel the frequencies of angels or get inspired from you to do that in their own unique way, which
Yeah.
is definitely what's happening according to what I see and I feel. And I'm really glad for joining in today and sharing your journey with us and talking about everything. And it's fantastic. Love it completely. Do you have any last words to share?
And I would only say that if you have no one to support you on your journey, no mentors, you don't know anything about. You have God, and that's enough. Because of God, I met right mentors. Because of God, I got the right resources. Okay. I knew nothing about this path. And when I started on this path, I was just like everybody, overthinking, kaise hoga, kya hoga, and didn't even know what holds in future. So I would always say that God is the best mentor because He knows us than anybody else, and He's the source of everything, happiness, joy, abundance, everything. So if you don't have anyone to guide you, you just connect with your favorite form of deity and just ask him to show you the path, and then be open to receive the signs and then follow it. It's like I definitely have talked about this in my one of the live, that how my page started, how I followed my intuition and everything. And who is speaking through that intuition? God only. is speaking through our intuition. So I would say that just believe that you are supported by God, and God will show you the right people whom you are supposed to meet. I didn't even knew about you, but my friend told me about you, and she told me, wait, you just meet her and you will know why I say, Ruchi. She told me about you, and from there it started. And who told me about Ruchi? God just made like connections, and then we all met like that. And now this friend with whom I'm traveling to so many different places, I also got that good friend from my page only. So like God will arrange everything for us. That's all I want to say.
I love that. And universe works through people in so many wonderful ways that we can't even comprehend.
Yeah.
We cannot understand the way God works, and it's perfectly complex. So
Yes.
many times I'm just looking at things, I'm like, wow, how did you do this, God? How did you make this happen? And it's beautiful, and I'm really grateful that I got to meet you, and that God divine connected the two of us in such a wonderful way. And yeah, I hope that we do a lot of work together and continue sharing our lights in our own unique, amazing, wonderful ways. And yeah, I hope to see you shine and shine and shine.
Absolutely. I'm like excited to work with you too. And the only thing like is left to say is, yes, of course, God is with us, but we have a choice to listen to them or not. God will show us the signs, but if we are not ready, then nothing will happen. Nothing will change if we are not ready to do that.
Interesting message, Swati. I'm going to take that for myself too. It's like the divine channeling through you. So I feel it's meant for me and everyone else who's listening to this space. Yeah. Thank you for sharing your love, and
Thank you
thank
so
you for sharing
much.
your light. So thank you for watching, and please comment below if you have any questions related to what we spoke about. And if you have anything to say, we would love to hear from you, and hope you took back something from this, something of value that is going to nudge you and catalyze you in an aligned direction. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and everything amazing. Sending all of you lots of love. Take care.